Hello, high flyers, and welcome to February 21st. If grief comes up today, you're being asked to channel this emotive energy of Pisces season through vulnerability and finding satisfaction and honesty, because it's opening the doors to a depth of knowledge. 3 aspects today of wisdom with the Hierophant, courage, and grief. This regret may come up through this energy of 5 of Cups, motive energy of Pisces season. So from the conscious spirit deck, what do we have for the viewer today? What do we know, see, and hear for our viewer? Reminding you that I'm Anthony, here to help turn on that divine light inside of you. 1:11 on the timer. Let's tune into the signs, signals, and synchronicities for the viewer at this time. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Further cards. What else we need to see for the viewer today? This underlying energy is celebrate life. Yes, on the opposite side of grief, what can we look to celebrate? Versus getting lost in that rabbit hole of regret, grief. You celebrate each day by honoring and respecting all of life on Mother Earth. By respecting this life that we've been giving, this relationship to our life is what we're developing through celebrating life. Connecting to the guardians. This card was also out in yesterday's reading, the 20th. And so that if you're feeling called to watch that reading, by all means go check it out. 43 makes 7 is this divine connection to and through celebration, celebrating, respecting, and honoring all life on Mother Earth. Helping you to awaken to the wisdom so that we can see and hear from the perspective of all things, because everything is truly connected. We have Forest Frolic and Maiden. It's taking some time to get out in nature, to connect with our inner child, to have fun with our inner child. Find that 333 body, mind, and soul connection. The Maiden, or that playful, hopeful, expressive spirit. I acknowledge my inner child and I open my heart to the joy they bring. They bring. Maybe consider ourselves of feminine energy listening to this reading, considering Maiden is coming out. Maybe a lady identified as Forest Frolic and Maiden, coming home to your sense of play, coming home to your creative energy, perhaps calling on some plant medicine, with the mushrooms being pictured here to help us to tune into the signs and synchronicities with the butterflies and the orbs, and to approach life from more of this heart space, from this place of courage and clarity coming through. Clarity with the present. Now be present with life. Be present with the moment. This is the gift of presence. and presence keeping us from getting caught up in regret or that morbid reflection. Can we reflect in the present moment versus getting caught up in the past? I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present, by being present with what comes up, not allowing the emotional energy to steer our boat, but to channel that energy through celebration with our inner child, through celebrating Mother Earth, by being present with her, by being present with our guardians, with our guides, with our spirit guides, being present with your energy. Being present during the changes with 23 making 5. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. There is that power of now energy, channeling that from Eckhart Tolle. Finding the courage and the hope to keep moving forward, to keep looking forward. Excuse me, my drainage going on here. Archangel Gabriel, 22. Finding that relationship with self, finding that relationship with our intuition. This is inviting Archangel of the West, of the Chalice during Pisces season, to help us to tune into our intuition, to find that layer of hope that may be hiding under that grief. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life, to help us to tune in to those moon energies, which is our ability to see what's unseen, to tap into our intuitive power of perception. And we have fire, elemental. So you're igniting the spark of the divine within, to find this courage, to connect to this fire within. Your mantra for fire elemental, to connecting to the consciousness of embracing this moment to rise from the ashes, to rise out of your past and rise fully into the present moment. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. Is that connection, that divine alchemical connection, the fire of creativity, the fire of celebration. Embrace this change, this transformation, and release. Release what's no longer serving us. We've been alchemizing into the light and opening up to our light, opening and making space for more of our light as we release that which does not serve our higher purpose with gratitude and with love. So can you release and channel these energies of grief or disappointment, regret, into that fire within, channeling it into some creative way, a creative channel, and perhaps even channeling it through celebration, through connecting to the maiden, the inner child, crystal ascension. Call on the crystals to help you to find this levitation. Maybe even be studying levitation. Crystals are going to help us discover that human beings can levitate, can fly. The yogis have been doing it for thousands of years. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and the energy of the crystal kingdom. Perhaps calling on the crystal kingdom to help us to come out of and to grapple with these emotive energies of Pisces season, to find empathy in this period of the dark, to raise our consciousness, to raise ourselves and open our arms, open our heart to this spiritual ascension, this crystal ascension, ascending into these crystalline bodies. We're becoming, the purpose, the idea of ascension is to be more lit, to clear that space, to clear out the phantoms, if you know anything about crystals, in our vessel, to clear out any impurities so that we can open up to the flames of wisdom. The Aerophant energies, the energy of connecting to the moon, connecting to spirit guides like the owl, the spirit of the owl carrying this energy of knowledge, of expansion, navigating in the dark, finding wisdom, that silver lining, and being open to it. We have to be open to life's wisdom in order to embody it. I am open to all of life's wisdom, and I share it with gratitude, with the crone. Medicine woman, medicine man. A little song from Rising Appalachia. Someone who I found over this last year that I really enjoy. Group of sisters from the Appalachias. Well, from the Prism Oracle, what do we have for the viewer? 1221. What's reflecting back to them at this time? What do we need to know, see, and hear? What else do we need to know, see, and hear? We're building this trust, this hope. Building the faith. We're finding the faith, the courage to keep moving. And building this faith muscle, this connection to our intuition, connecting through your intuition, connecting to the wisdom of life is helping you to build faith. And you're also being called to put some faith in the crystal kingdom, to put some faith in this ascension process, to trust the process, to trust the cycles, to trust that you are an essential cog in this wheel of expansion and enlightenment, an essential part in the cycles of life. Anger. Maybe angry about our past. Maybe some anger that comes up through grief, through loss. Remember to ground yourself in the present moment so that we can channel this energy of anger, what we're angry about, into something creative so that we can channel it into celebration. So we can take that energy and create a spark of ideation, that creative ideology, a creative idea, aha moments. Finding that spark, that depth of knowledge. Also, ideation goes with the wisdom that is available through our intuition. and an invitation to follow those inspired ideas, those ideas that light you up, and to embrace the mystery as well. Opening up to life's mysteries with the Hierophant, to how things stack up, how the building blocks of life, and one of them is mystery. We didn't come here to know everything all at once. Release yourself from the need to know how it's all going to work out. Release yourself from needing to know more than has been revealed to us at this time. Trying to figure it all out at once is causing frustration. If we feel frustration today, remember to get present so we can fully experience life by being in the moment, by giving our power to the now, finding our power by being in the now. Also, this is a reminder not to try to fit in where we don't belong, to change ourselves, to, it's only frustrating to try to take action that doesn't feel good, that doesn't suit our structure that we want to build, that doesn't suit our vessel. It's time to release these frustrations. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and with love. Disruption. So we're disrupting these old cycles. We're disrupting the sulking, the habit to lean in to that regrets and over reflect, or disrupting with disruption, so those old cycles, that pattern of grief, so that we can open up to our deepest inner knowing. With this magenta color, it reminds me of secret language of color cards and that connection, and the magenta card, which is to connect to our deepest inner knowing. These disruptions are opportunities to weave in knowledge, to find the woven knowledge, the mystery behind it. Passion is that fire elemental, that creative passion. It's a reminder to ground this passion, to ground and embody this flame of wisdom. Are you passionate to open up to life's wisdom? Do you have the courage today to follow your passions, to do what serves your passions, to passionately share and honestly share your passions, to be passionately vulnerable and to not care, to share it with gratitude, not needing to be right or getting angry if someone doesn't receive our perspective, our bits of wisdom in the way that we wish. That comes with true wisdom, with the Hierophant comes with the ability to be able to share our perspective without needing others to agree, not getting angry when others don't agree. It's helping you to conserve your energy. Again, this is that fire elemental, that alchemical, that atomic energy, infinite source energy at your solar plexus. Connected to your passion. With all this red on the table, again, reminding us to ground in the present, to fully experience life, to experience all of these emotions so we can find the underlying wisdom. We can find and disrupt the patterns that open us up to inspired ideas. Let ghost be ghost. Let the past be the past or the ghost. And connect to your spirit. Connect to the ghost of you, your intuition, your spirit. We also may have been ghosted. This may be one of our, regrets or grievances that we're dealing with. Remembering that rejection is a normal part of life. Yesterday's energy, we had the Emperor and that essence of self-mastery through emotional maturity. It's this process of rediscovering our courage and our strength, of taking actions to ignite the fire within, to develop that relationship with our intuitive watchers, and to make the choices to put those old egoic ways to rest, to let them go by way of death. Remembering that yesterday we took some time to reflect, Four of Cups, just popping out for a second to remind us that we've done the reflecting. And today is about the balancing act of being present enough to not dwell on the past. Because you're feathering your nest at this time, take some time to appreciate the energy we've been calling in, the creation. Take some time to get grounded in how far you've come, in the progress that we've made, in the connections that we've made to our body, to the manifestations that we're calling in as well, that we've put out there, the ideas. We're calling in these manifestations. Keep feathering your nest through faith and through celebration, through courage. So you're finding your strength, your infinite atomic energy, your connection to your personal power and your strength, your courage with the Strength card. Bringing strength to your friendships. We have this white rose. Being your best friend at this time. Having the strength to have your own back, to allow yourself to step into this Leo energy, which is, we all know Leos love to express themselves, love to be at the center of attention. You allow your light to shine and take action with the Eight of Wands. Taking action to move, that creates movement forward. So we've taken our power back. If we've been working on this emotional regulation, whenever we feel this sense of frustration and perhaps sense some mystery around it, this is a reminder to take action, to continue to celebrate and honor life on Mother Earth, to use your energy to center this energy, to center it in an idea, this passion. This is a coming together of passion through the doorway of frustration. An opportunity to alchemize grief into strength. 7 of Cups. Moving forward, this would be, we have 2 days from now's energy. This would be the 23rd energy with the 7 of Cups. This is making the choice. We may have found ourselves a bit in this land of indecision. Do we want to let go of this regret? Do we want to let go of the past? Are we ready to pick the cup that's going to lead to illumination, that's going to leave us connected to both our intuition and to release these cups, the upside down cups that are no longer serving us? Life's all about choices and trade-offs. The number 7 is that connection to your divine purpose, your path. Daughter of Wands is a message to be mindful of what we're putting our energy into, to call back your personal power, tune in to your flames of wisdom, your fire elemental. Connect to fire elemental at some time. Ignite the fire within you that connects you to the divine. Because we've been finding the self-mastery over emotional maturity. And over these emotional waters of Pisces season, being called to continue to put in the step-by-step work, to put down the roots, to get grounded enough to stand this tall. Trees can only stand as tall as their roots are strong. And uncovering, eclipsing these old patterns, whatever's been blocking our light. It's time to stop hiding our light, to stand in leadership, in faith and hope with Archangel Gabriel. And we have the Temperance card. Is that alchemical fire elemental, going through the alchemy of transformation and change. Can you open up to this crystal ascension, this alchemizing ourselves into the light, into crystalline beings, into these 5D energies? Opening the doorway to your strength and to stepping into this abundant nest, stepping into your manifestations. Keep feathering the nests of faith. Continue to master your mentality, to master your thoughts, to find clarity, to use discernment as well today with the Father of Wands or the King of Wands, to call on the reps that we built through Aquarius season, to call on that strength that we've built through the mental field that was Aquarius season, and use discernment and seek clarity, seek using our mentality to tune into wisdom with the owl, that final message there, to open up to wisdom, to open your eyes as well. We have this huge, wide-eyed look. Can you open your eyes to what there is to celebrate in life? February 21st, a heartfelt journey towards self-knowledge. As you look to where to channel the emotive qualities of Pisces season, courage, with the number 5, asks you to take risks. Take the risk of vulnerability. Whether it be telling a close friend how you feel, bringing that friendship rose out, telling a close friend how you feel, the strength, courage to be yourself, to be vulnerable, or sharing a piece of art on the internet. Opt for the acts of personal bravery over playing it cool. Show the world who you are and what you believe. But don't get lost in grief. Just because people may not respond to your vulnerability in the way you hope or anticipated does not mean that the moment of vulnerability was a failure. Don't allow yourself to get angry because someone's not open to your ideation. Avoid wallowing in regret or morbid reflection, and keep your head up as you find satisfaction in the radical work of honesty. As long as you are true to yourself, you will be a success. If you can maintain this emotional maturity, you'll embrace the power of wisdom with the Hierophant. By courageously sharing your perspective while respecting others' right to disagree, you can practice deep humility. You can be both the teacher, the student, the performer, and the critic. And in the process, discover the depth of knowledge available to you. Opening up to that wisdom, that clarity. 3232, embracing the changes as well. Today's mantra, I will share my heart while listening to the hearts of others. Today's journal prompt, which historical fears do I have around emotional rejection? Today's ritual, draw on the calming powers of chamomile tea. And if you have access to it, add some rose water to the tea to add even more healing properties. Sip the tea and mindfully repeat, I am worthy of love and understanding. Born on this day, Nina Simone, American singer and civil rights activist, Elliot Page, Canadian actor, and John Lewis, American politician and prominent civil rights leader, said this: freedom is not a state, it is an act. It is not some enchanted garden perched high on a distant plateau where we can finally sit down and rest. Freedom is a continuous action we must take. 8 of Wands. Continuous action we must take. And each generation must do its part to create an even more fair, more just society. So I hope this found you on a lovely altitude today. Remember to get grounded in the present moment is going to help you to tune in to the wisdom of the fire within and to open up to celebration as you take action toward being vulnerable and sharing your courage and wisdom with the world around you. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Take care. I love you. Namaste.